Black Ops 6 Zombies is finally here, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step detailed walkthrough guide of the main quest Easter egg for the new map, Liberty Falls. For your loadout, you can pretty much take in whatever you like. I recommend an LMG or gun that shoots bullets at range for the boss fight specifically. Ether Shroud is probably the most useful field upgrade, but you could certainly get away with Energy Mine as well. Make sure to bring in a decoy grenade for your tactical equipment, but you can choose whatever you like for the lethal equipment. And I'm not going to be using any gobblegums today, but you can customize your pack how you like. One quick disclaimer for this guide: I'm not going to be cutting around and just showing you where all the parts are for the Easter egg. We're going to do a start to finish step-by-step walkthrough. So if you're looking for a quick 15-minute guide just to refresh yourself on the steps, this video is not for you. However, if you're brand new to Black Ops 6 Zombies, or if you struggle to follow along with those quicker guides, then I'm going to take you through each step of the process and show you how I completed this Easter egg. This will also be a great way for anybody who hasn't played Liberty Falls to learn the map, the different POIs, where all the parts are, and general strategies as well. If you guys learned anything in today's video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Black Ops 6 Zombies content, and let's get into it. All right, here we are in the spawn room, and the first step of our Easter egg is going to require us to get the jet gun, the wonder weapon that is specific to this map. And you can either roll the mystery box to get the weapon, or you can build it with the methods I'm going to show you right here. Now, first things first, I like to hold down my melee button to pull out my dedicated melee weapon, in this case the knife, just to get through these rounds, as it's a one-shot kill until round 4. Now I'm gonna run up underneath the motel to this door here and get ready, because as soon as we get close to it, a bunch of zombies are gonna come pouring out of this room. And inside, we are going to see the building station for the wonder weapon. This is where we're going to come once we've collected all 3 parts. But for now, we'll go ahead and grab the bonus points and move on into round 2. So for this Easter egg, you really can't accomplish that many steps early on. So I'm going to farm up some points here in the spawn room, and then we will roll on out to do the next step. All right, we got zombies spawning in, and let me know how you guys are liking Black Ops 6 Zombies so far, or maybe not liking. I've certainly received a lot of mixed feedback on stream and been seeing some people complain and hate the game, and some people praise the game and love it all over Twitter. Personally, I give this game a 9 out of 10 so far and have been loving my time playing it. Okay, so here we are in round 3. We've got zombies spawning. This is our last round that we're going to be using the knife. It's actually pretty funny. If you didn't know, you can pack a punch your melee weapons in this game, as well as increase their rarity and add ammo mods to them. See if I can finish this round off fast enough so that we can grab this nuke for the bonus points. Should be able to, no problem. Okay, I think that is all of them. Yep, we'll go ahead and grab the nuke. And unlike other Easter eggs where it benefits you to try to do everything as low a round as possible, I did this Easter egg on stream today, and I was severely unprepared for the final boss fight and almost lost it all after doing all of the meticulous steps. So we're gonna spend some extra time making sure that we are absolutely ready for the boss fight before we go into it. But it's round 4, we're switching to our gun. I am using an LMG here for anybody that is curious, but you can pretty much make any weapon in Black Ops 6 viable, which is pretty nice. I've tried shotguns, I've tried ARs, SMGs. Pretty much the only thing I haven't used yet are the tactical rifles and the snipers. But I've heard that the sniper rifles are actually pretty good in this game. So we're just gonna get through these rounds as efficiently as possible. Make sure you guys are picking up all the salvage that drops on the ground. Salvage is super important in Black Ops 6 to ensure you're doing the most damage possible, and for crafting self-revives if you do take an unfortunate down. But let's go, dude. I'm having so much fun. The game's only been out for 34 hours, and I've already played for 20 hours. We're actually level 55 right now. It says 56 in-game. Weird. I haven't prestiged yet, or at least I don't think I have. But we're gonna prestige tomorrow and get on that grind. You already know. Also, instinctively, I've just been trying to shoot every zombie in the head. If you guys don't know, we're gonna be documenting our mastery camo grind on YouTube here as well too. So if you guys want to keep up with that progress and see how we're doing, subscribe to the channel. Ooh, we got an insta kill. Okay, so I'm gonna pull back out the knife. and make quick work of these zombies here on round 5. Round 6 is probably going to be our first bug round, and then we will roll out probably towards the end of round 7. Whoop, missed me. This Easter egg can be done solo or co-op. I should have mentioned that earlier. I've only experienced it solo, so this guide is going to be oriented towards the solo player. But if you guys need friends to play the game with, you can always join our Discord community. We are a safe and inclusive Discord group that you guys can join and look for people to play the game with. Thank goodness we don't have to worry about all the safety hazards, at least for right now, like we do with Black Ops 3. Man, it's a mess. Don't even get me started. And if you have arachnophobia, look away now, because I will be fighting some spiders. That's right, on Liberty Falls, we don't have hellhounds. We have spider-like creatures, the vermin. It's pretty funny. I was looking on Twitter, and the arachnophobia mode basically just removes the vermin's legs and makes them floating heads. I don't know how that's any less disturbing for people, but you know what? You do you, King. All right. Go ahead and grab our max ammo. Let's spend one more round in the spawn room. We'll keep a zombie at the end, and we're gonna get the first couple steps out of the way for the Easter egg. Oh man, look at these gas prices in Liberty Falls. Shoosh. Okay. Oh, you know what? I've only just realized that's probably not $101. That's probably $1.01. I think we're in like the 1980s, right? Double points is huge. Let's go. Definitely want to capitalize, get as many points as possible. It's actually one of the biggest limiting factors for this Easter egg is just our resources. You can actually do the Easter egg on a pretty low round, but as I mentioned earlier, it's very difficult if you go in unprepared. But that's okay. That's what this guide is for. You guys can be playing right alongside me if you'd like. A little bit different. I know most people, when they make the guides, they want to get you the information as quick as possible, but I want to make some relatable content. I want to make something that you can have up on the side while you play. Almost like we're playing the game together. Isn't that wonderful? All right, we're going to go ahead and shoot this guy. Shoot that guy. We'll leave this guy up. All right, 15,000 essence, end of round 7. You'll love to see it. We're going to start off going to the right side over here. I'm going to open up this barrier, and we're going to go ahead and move on past the comic book store and open up this barrier. And we're going to go over here, and there is the speed cola to the left of the street. To the right of the street is our first jet gun piece. It's this handle right here for that water spout. I'm also going to go ahead and maximize our points, go prone at speed cola. I know it might not be the coolest thing to do, but we need every point we can get. Now we're going to go ahead and open up this barrier and unlock the church where our pack-a-punch machine is. Don't forget to go prone at melee macchiato for some bonus points. Inside, absolutely take the time to shoot each and every one of these crystals. They do come back over time. We got some extra zombies that spawned in here. That's a-okay. But you need the salvage. You need the salvage. I promise. Salvage makes a huge difference for your weapons damage. And if you're going to be sticking with the weapon you brought in, you're going to need the salvage. So I'm going to go through, shoot all these crystals, make sure we're good to go. And while we're in here, we can actually go ahead and kick off the first step of the Easter egg, which is to go over to this machine and hold the interact button. This is going to spawn in a friendly ghost called Panos. Panos, you there, buddy? Hey, there he is. Well, I hear him. Where is he? He should show up any second. Don't mind me.
But I knew you would come.
There he is. All right, Panos. Nice. Good to see you. He's going to yap for a bit, but we're not going to wait for that. We are going to move on outside of the church and into the graveyard. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead and pack a punch too. Never too early to pack a punch your weapon. Make sure that we got enough damage to get through these rounds. And we're going to hang out in the graveyard and kill our zombies. Now, we're going to spend some time here doing this, because after a while, there is a special zombie called the Groundskeeper that will spawn in, running amok, causing chaos. And if we take him down, we get a key that we need to get another jet gun piece. For the purposes of this video, by the way, I'm going to be calling it jet gun. It's like the Thrustodine or something. It's just the jet gun, okay? I'm sorry. I can't help myself. So make sure you're staying inside of the cemetery. I always just do this in the middle level, but you could probably do it anywhere on the first or the top level will work just fine. And after killing enough zombies, we'll see the groundskeeper sooner or later. I promise it's gonna happen. I don't believe there's a way to force him to spawn, and this is the only thing I've done to get this to work. So keep your eyes peeled. He will look different than normal zombies, but sometimes if there's a horde of zombies, you'll end up killing him without realizing it. That's also okay. This is why I made sure that we pack a punch. Oh, there he is. Look at him. Look at him run away. All right, now when you do see him, make sure to kill him pretty quick, because I think he will despawn after a while. But here we have the tool shed key on the ground that we just picked up there. And make sure I leave a few zombies alive. If you flip the round, that's okay too. But now that we have the tool shed key, we're gonna leave the cemetery, head to the left here, and this is our tool shed. Very simple. Just gonna open up the door and grab the first jet gun part, the handbrake.
That's got to be the handbrake for the
now
weapon.
we are going to work our way all the way back into the spawn area. We're going to get our second piece of the wonder weapon, and I love that we can actually build the wonder weapons, because I don't know if you guys have ever done the moon Easter egg in Black Ops 1, but it took me 120 mystery box hits to complete that Easter egg. Why Treyarch? Listen, we've come a long way. Black Ops 6 Zombies is here. It's new and improved. We love it. So over on the left side of the spawn room, if you guys missed that, that's our spawn. We're going to go straight ahead. We're going to open up this door, and we're going to go into the bowling alley. Now, this step is very difficult, but we're going to go prone and stamina up, okay? We're going to hold my hand, and it's going to be okay. You're going to come over to this panel, melee the panel, interact, and start holding interact on this valve. This is going to initiate a lockdown, which is going to spawn a ton of zombies into the bowling alley, all right? Please, please, please prioritize your life. But what we need to do is hold down the interact button and build up water pressure on the left side of your screen. And when the zombies get close, we're going to let go, and we're going to throw the decoy grenade that we brought in, and we're going to go right back to interacting. We're going to build up that water pressure. Now listen, these zombies, you know, they're going to be mad. They're going to come over here. Now we're going to ether shroud, and we're going to go over here. We're going to hold interact, and we're going to build up that water pressure. Everything's working out for us here. Now, as soon as the zombies get close, we're going to let go. We're going to shoot a couple of them. It's okay. You know, we can fight them. But ultimately, we're just going to get our train together. And as long as we don't take too long away from the valve, you can see I'm getting absolutely decimated by zombies right here. We're going to be okay. But every time you run by, try to interact at least a little bit with that valve to make sure that we don't lose any progress on the water pressure. Eventually, this horde of zombies can be thinned out enough to the point where you will have time to build the pressure on the meter. But if you take too long, you'll start to lose progress. And you don't want to have to start this all over, because it will just spawn in more zombies for you to have to kill. If you had 2 decoy grenades, you could probably do this without fighting a single zombie. Alas, I did not have 2 decoy grenades. I'm gonna get a little greedy here at the end. Ooh! Okay. We're good to go. We now have the pressure gauge, which is our second component for the jet gun. Very good. I was a little nervous that we were going to take it down here. Also, if you haven't seen this, you can shoot the billiard table. It's going to give you a free 100 essence. Definitely worth doing. And over here, if you guys want to open up the bank vault on your run, you can shoot this bottle of beer and get that code right there. 30 is in our third slot. I'm probably not going to do that, but we'll see. You know, you never know. Okay, now we need to get our third and final jet gun piece. We're going to come to this workbench and buy the Mangler cannon. If you do not have the ability to buy the Mangler cannon yet, you can also use the Mangler injector, but that costs more, and you probably won't have that unlocked either. So my recommendation is you can get the Mangler injector score streak from the vault locker room, or you can shoot the cannon off of a Mangler's arm and pick it up off the ground, or sometimes killing elite zombies will also drop this score streak down for you. But either way, you need to either become a Mangler or get the Mangler cannon. And we spent our hard-earned salvage to buy it here on round 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out over here to the right of the spawn room. We've got the radio house. We're going to fire a charge shot right here at the barred doors blast our way in, and now it's a snatch and grab. Wow, we got it on the first one. There's these piles in here that you can dig through to get salvage or sometimes zombies to spawn, but what you're looking for is that yellow item that we got, that wire is what we're looking for. So we've got all 3 components. By round 9 we're gonna get a free wonder weapon. Isn't that wonderful, chat? Oh my god, I called you guys chat in a YouTube video. Oh no, please don't be mad, I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna go up the stairs. You guys saw this room all the way back on round 1. All we got to do is make it to the workbench, hold down interact, and we've got our free Thrustodyne M23. It's the jet gun, okay? The way that this wonder weapon works, you have 100 ammo when you are using your primary fire on mouse and keyboard. It drains your ammunition slowly but surely, but it'll suck zombies in and kill them just like this. It's amazing. It also pulls salvage and armor plates towards you. It is fantastic. You can also hold down your alternate fire or right click, and you will do a huge explosive blast in front of you. That is very, very good, but I wouldn't recommend using it all that often because it will deplete you of ammo and take extra long to recharge. This weapon technically has infinite ammo and it recharges over time. So now we have the wonder weapon and we are ready to move on to step number 2, which means that we got to run all the way back to the church. So I'm going to go over here to the right just to save points. Don't mind if I do. I might cut some of the running out of the video, but the whole goal of this was to leave it as uncut as possible so that anyone playing alongside will see what the actual Easter egg process looks like. No confusion, right? You guys get to see everything that I do. Well, we're going to go into the church, and now that we have this weapon, we're going to look up at this item to the left of Panos, our friendly ghost, and suck in the first of 3 items. While we're here, I was gonna pack punch the jet gun, but we're gonna do that later. Actually, let's get some perks. Let's increase our survivability. The LMG is gonna be able to carry us for at least the next 6 rounds probably, but I will go to the arsenal machine and I'm going to increase my weapons rarity to green. We want to get that rarity up as high as possible before we go into the boss because that helps us deal more damage. Okay, the next item is back down here at the comic book store. I actually forgot about this. You could do these in any order. Probably should have had you guys do this before running back to the church, but this is how I play the game, okay? We're gonna get our loose change at quick revive. We're gonna get our jet gun and we're gonna suck up the TLG item. That's actually LTG. Rip. Okay, that's fine. And our third and final item. Hold on, I gotta remember in my brain where it is. It's the church. It's the comic book store. And oh, that's right, this one's the tricky one. No wonder I couldn't remember it. So for this one, we're gonna need to be able to get on top of the bank's rooftop here. Well, actually not really the rooftop. There's a vehicle out here by Speed Cola. It's a white truck. We need to drop to the top of this white truck here, in between the bank building and the Speed Cola building. And the way that you do that is by running over here where the mystery box location is, hopping up onto this roof, and then jumping onto the truck like so. Then you're gonna pull out your Thrustodyne, aim at this window, and you've got your third TLG part. Now let's open up the bank. Let's go ahead and grab Juggernog as our first perk. I currently have the augment that gives us 300 HP with Juggernog. Very, very good. And then at the front of the bank, we're gonna go ahead and buy this rappel rope to the top of the building. At the back of this building is where the workbench is for the LTG machine. So go ahead and build that now. And you can pick that up. Now, the next step of this Easter egg, we have to do this twice, is probably one of the hardest steps. I don't know why, I really struggled with it earlier. And so before we even move on with the Easter egg, I'm gonna spend the next probably 3 to 4 rounds to just farm up essence, farm up scrap, salvage, and make our character stronger. Ideally, we want to make sure that we have the Thrustodyne pack-a-punched at least to level 1, and probably get our LMG or whatever your primary weapon is to blue rarity or higher. Suggested perks would definitely be quick revive. If you don't know, it helps you regenerate your HP faster. Gonna be super clutch in the last boss fight. And let's do that now. I will leave chapters in this video, so if you guys are watching or playing along and you need to skip around to any of the individual steps, you will have those labeled on the screen. But for the most part, we are going to grind here for a couple of rounds. Overall, really pleased with this experience. You know, you can really tell that Treyarch took all 4 of those years and devoted themselves entirely to this experience, man. Black Ops 6 multiplayer is really good too. I haven't played any of it since Black Ops 6 dropped. I've been too busy with zombies. But I did play a lot of the beta and very, very excited to do that mastery camo grind over in multiplayer as well. It's super nice how leveling up in zombies counts in multiplayer. I'm excited I don't have to start multiplayer like from the ground up like we did in the beta. You know, I'll already kind of have attachments unlocked for my favorite guns. It's definitely the way to go. I'm out of ammo. Totally forgot we had a wonder weapon. If you're ever backed into a corner, oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, streamer loot. Let's go. If you're ever backed into a corner, this weapon is your saving grace. Okay, just pull it out. That's sounded okay. You know what? It's not important. We got 700 salvage that round. We're up to 8,000 points. We do have our first exfil available, but we're not going to take it. If you don't know, exfils happen every 5 rounds after round 11. Round 11 is the first exfil that you can take. Probably gonna get some manglers this round. These guys, easy peasy. Everybody on the internet's gonna tell you that you need to shoot the manglers in the arm cannon. I'm here to tell you today they are wrong. Shoot them in the head, all right? While shooting them in the arm cannon can stun them, you do a lot more damage in the head once you knock that helmet off, okay? That's going to be relevant later on in the next couple of steps here as well, too. Because I struggled. Let me tell you, we did this Easter egg today on stream for the first time. Chat was super helpful, but one of the things they told me to do was shoot the arm cannon. And I wasted a lot of time and a lot of ammunition listening to chat. All right, insta-kill is super nice. We'll go ahead and just grab that. Honestly, I mean, we don't even have to sweat about ammo. We should just suck these zombies up. Okay, all right, listen. I'm not meaning to say these things. It just keeps happening. And just like that, we already have enough salvage to go ahead and increase our weapons rarity, which I am going to do. We're going to have a bug round more than likely on this next round. I forgot to get the PhD flopper. We may as well open up this barricade. We're going to need pretty much the whole map open for these next couple of steps as well, too. So just as you need to, be sure to open up the map. I'm actually going to go into the church now and pack punch our Thrustodine as well. There's no particular order you need to do these upgrades. Just make sure you have these upgrades done before moving on. Otherwise, you are going to have a fun time. And you're probably a better zombies gamer than me, so you'll be fine. But try to save you the heartache that I went through today, okay? All right. I always think that this is where I can jump down. It's not right. It's wrong. I've got one tip for you guys later on in the Easter egg steps that is literally going to save you so much heartache. You guys are going to have to subscribe to the channel, okay? There's a step that I've seen so many influencers spew misinformation on today about how to do, and I myself had to just brute force it. Oh God, it's just awful. It's the worst step by far. But don't worry, your boys got you guys covered. Stick around. I promise I'm going to get you guys through this, okay? By the way, if you're asking, Ben, what are you doing? By the way, I'm Ben, if it's your first time watching the channel. I'm gonna go by Quick Revive. Like I said, Quick Revive is goated. I do have an augment that gives me Dying Wish, like the perk from BO4, where if I would normally die, instead it removes my Quick Revive and keeps me alive. Pretty good, pretty good. Some other perks I think that we could benefit from would definitely be, oh, I don't know, Stamina Up, Speed Cola for sure. It's really up to you guys, whatever makes you feel nice and cozy. I only had these 2 perks when I did the Easter egg earlier. I regret it. I don't know, actually, and I'll admit there's information I don't know. I don't know if Speed Cola makes this cool down faster. If it does, I would add it to the essentials list. Absolutely, I would. But I feel like we are pretty adequately set up here now. So I'm going to go ahead and end this round, grab the max ammo, and we are going to move on to our next step. Now this is kind of a doozy, so I'm going to explain it as we're doing it. All right, you need to come over to the cemetery and we're going to place down our LTG device. You now have to protect it for 1 entire minute from taking damage. And this thing is very easy to break. I have failed this a few times. My recommendation is to pull out your Thrustodine whenever zombies get close. Put yourself between them and the beacon and suck them on up. You want to maximize the amount of time that you're not using the weapon so that it has an opportunity to cool down in between zombies. But do not let the zombies touch this thing, man, because it will break super, super easily. Also, make sure that this is pack-a-punch, because I'm pretty sure when I did this earlier today, this was not pack-a-punch, and it was not cooling down this quickly, and this was significantly more difficult. But this is pretty simple at the end of the day. Use your weapon. Don't be afraid. If you hear it beeping, you still have plenty of ammo. 2 seconds left. Hold it down. Hold it down. We are good to go. Now, what this is going to do is it is going to spawn in an HVT into the map. While this HVT is spawning, run back into the church, okay? Just run this way. Careful, because there are still going to be zombies spawning. We're going to pick up this canister, and we are going to start moving with this canister into position. You might want to do this at the end of a round. I don't know. I'm pretty confident, so I'm going to just do it right now. But you might want to do it at the end of a round. Go ahead and throw an armor plate back in. That was very rude there, Mr. Mangler. Now, this HVT has a ton of HP, but he's really easy to kill with our current setup if you knock his helmet off. Just like this Mangler. As soon as I shoot his helmet off, super easy to kill him. Also, if you're moving too slowly and you start to get overwhelmed, go ahead and suck up the zombies. Suck them on up. Get them out of here. And we are working specifically to this direction to place this canister down on top of the dark ether field generator trap on this street. You can take it to the other field generator trap in the spawn room. It doesn't really matter. You can use either one. We're going to use this one, okay? And now I'm going to try not to end the rounds. Keep a couple zombies until we activate our trap. This is going to be intentional. You guys are going to see why in a second. And we're going to start focusing in damage on the big boy. Now, when he is charging up his cannon, do feel free to shoot his arm then, because you will interrupt the shot, and that can be useful to avoid taking damage. This guy likes to run at you a lot, though. Okay, just like that. His helmet's already off, and look how easily I'm dealing damage. You could also get Deadshot Daiquiri. Well, I guess probably not on right now, though, right? On this map, you have to wait for the Wonder Fizz to get Deadshot. Okay, strike that. But if it was past round 25 and Deadshot Daiquiri was available via the Wonder Fizz machine, you could also get that. Would be super useful. Would definitely recommend it for the boss fight. All right, running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Sorry about that. Here we go. Let's focus in damage, stun him, keep him from shooting at you. And very important, do not kill this Mangler, okay? We need this boy alive. We have to do a very specific thing with this guy. Have him run towards us, get him low. Eventually, you're gonna get prompted here. He's gonna start glowing purple. And we are going to need to get him stuck inside this trap. So I need him to stop sprinting around like a track star, and we're gonna activate the trap here. And while he's inside the trap, kill him. Doing so is gonna reward you with a max ammo. It's probably gonna end your rounds, and then you're gonna be able to pick back up your canister. And that's gonna start a 1.5 minute timer where you need to pull out your knife to move as quickly as possible and run back to the church to drop the canister off inside of the machine. Now, the reason I like to do this towards the end of a round is it's gonna flip around when the trap gets activated, and you're gonna have enough clearance to make it all the way to the church. But if zombies are still all over you while you're doing this, feel free to pull out your jet gun, and it will keep you safe as you're running with the canister as well, too. All right, so this is the tedious step, chat, that I was telling you about. I called you guys chat again. I'm so sorry. I'm a rookie. Go back to the machine and grab the Strauss device. Placing in the first canister pops the Strauss device out of a drawer, and you're gonna grab it, and it's now your tactical equipment. And we have to go to 3 different pedestals around the map and interact with them and tune their frequencies. Now, this step, I was led to believe had to be brute forced, because while I was streaming, the chat was telling me every solution to how to do this step, and they were all wrong, okay? You understand me? Not a single one was right. So we went through and we did this step the wrong way, but I'm going to teach you guys how to do this step the right way, okay? I'm going to get to the end of the round first, though. Thin out your zombies. Collect your salvage. Make sure you're feeling good. Are you having fun? That's the important part. Are you having a good time? I sure hope so. Because why else are we playing this together? All right. So come back over to the tool shed. And over here, if you pull this out, you're going to have an indication on your Strauss device. And basically the way this works is there are 3 colors that each pedestal needs to be set to: green, yellow, or red. However, green and red don't mean green and red. The only color that you can trust is yellow, okay? So we already know that our device was showing green, but it had like some red tint to it. So we're going to go over here and we're going to set this terminal to red by interacting with it 2 more times. Just like that. Now, we're going to move on to the next terminal. We're going to drop down here. We're going to jump up here. And we're going to take the zip line over to the bank rooftop. And now we're going to destroy this barricade to drop down on top of the ice cream building where our next pedestal is. Pull out your Strauss device. It is once again green with some red on it. You know what that means? We are going to turn this red. Now, I will be honest with you guys. I'm only like 80% sure that this is accurate. I will confirm with you when it works, though. And if it doesn't work, then I'll show you guys how to brute force this one like I did earlier. But please, dude, fingers crossed, because this is so annoying. All right, anyway, now I'm going to show you guys how to get to the 3rd pedestal. You could do these in any order, but I like to do them in order from left to right. This one is through the bowling alley just below the church on this grassy hill here. So we're going to pull out our Strauss device, and this one is red with some green. So guess what? It's green. Now we're going to wait around and keep our fingers crossed. Hold. It's moving. I think that's a good sign.
Okay.
Yes! Oh, I'm a genius. I've done it. Let's go. Okay, so this is confirmation. Don't listen to anyone that tells you the light has to be the same color as the device, okay? When it's green, it means red. When it's red, it means green. And if you get yellow, it actually means yellow, all right? But you need the opposite color on the pedestals. It should work every single time. This step took me 30 minutes earlier today, and it should only take you 1 minute. But now that we have done that, we're gonna go ahead and make sure you have ammo, make sure you're feeling good, make sure you're feeling pretty. Our next canister is right here in the spawn area. There was the dark ether field here before, but now it is no longer shrouded in dark ether. We can come place it down here on our dark ether trap. And I did forget something, which I did earlier too. This is a mistake, but you guys can learn from. You should grab the LTG device from the cemetery. Whenever you finish the first main step with the canister, you do need to pick back up the device in order to use it for this next step. So everything that you guys saw us do with our mega mangler, right? Our red boy on this street, we got to do that again. This time it's going to be an abomination. It's the same exact process. Don't be scared. We're already towards the end of the round. Gonna grab our LTG device. Now we're gonna make our way back to spawn. If you don't know, you can take these zip lines. It's pretty fun. It's a good map, man. It's got good mobility. I like the design a lot. Liberty Falls haters, look out, because I'm coming for you. But anyway, we're gonna come back over here to the spawn area. We're gonna drop on down, and we're gonna go to this second storm cloud you may have seen earlier, and we're gonna put the LTG device down. Now again, we have to protect this for an entire minute, and it is incredibly fragile, just like my ego. So do your best not to let this thing get hit. If you do fail this step, either with the mangler or the step right here with the abomination, you can try again, but you need to flip the rounds. Also, I'm gonna pop my ether shroud right here just so this mangler stops targeting me and I can focus on the zombies for a little bit. This is a wait the clock out type situation. You can see I've already taken a lot of damage, or rather I should say the device has taken a lot of damage. Just do your best, get in between you and the zombies. Don't let the mangler shoot it all that much. I don't know if he can actually deal damage to it or not. We got 15 seconds. Start going crazy. You can kind of like stun lock the manglers, by the way, with this wonder weapon, which is a really useful technique, but we are good to go. Now quickly, before this thing spawns in, kill our mangler because he's annoying. and immediately start working on damaging this guy. He's gonna shoot me because he's mean like that. Try not to end your rounds. You're gonna have a much better time if you manage to keep some zombies alive while you're waiting to get this guy to low HP. Also, probably don't start this step if you don't have enough money to activate the trap. I did that earlier. Mistake. Because then I started to panic and things started going downhill. Okay, just wait till you have the money. If the round flips, it's absolutely fine. Just prioritize getting this guy damaged slowly but surely. We're feeling good, chat. I called you guys chat again. I'm so sorry. Can you guys tell that I'm a streamer and not a YouTuber? All right. Yeah, that's the move we're looking for. Okay, now quick, activate the trap. Get him inside of it. Kill him. And make sure you do it where the canister is, okay? Now, you can pick this canister up and you can bring it to the church, but that is going to initiate the boss fight. So what I recommend doing, take some time, pack a punch your weapons to at least the second level, okay? I know it seems like a lot because it's like 30,000 points or whatever. You could do some trials on the map. There's trials all over the map. You could do the keys inside of the vault, and you could try to get some rarity levels for your weapons or essence that way. I'm just gonna do this the good old-fashioned way by killing zombies for a few rounds here on the main street until we feel like we are good and ready for the boss fight. Now, I will say, for this boss fight, basically what's gonna happen is you are gonna walk into the church, you're gonna place the canister, some dialogue's gonna play out, and eventually, without warning, at least in my game earlier today, you're gonna be forced into 3 rounds of a lockdown inside the church. You won't be able to leave the church, but the first wave is gonna be a bunch of zombies, and if you kill all the zombies, then you're gonna get usually like a max armor or max ammo, one of the two. And then it's gonna start the second wave, and you're gonna get a bunch of zombies, but you're also gonna get the HVT mangler from before, the red mangler that we killed earlier. And then, if you clear that wave, you're gonna get a third wave, and it's gonna be a bunch of zombies, some manglers, and the mega abomination that we just killed in that last step back in the spawn area. It is a very small arena to be training zombies and dealing damage to the HVTs. You do have to kill zombies and have their souls sucked into the machine. However, very quickly, you will not be sucking souls anymore, and the zombies will spawn infinitely until you kill the HVT. So basically, the way that it works, and you guys will see all of this, is you want to deal as much damage to the HVT as possible, but make sure that you're killing zombies so that you have an attack window to fight the HVT. It's, you know, it sounds complicated. It's really not, I promise. It's going to be okay. I'm going to hold your hand. We're going to get through it together, all right? But I would definitely recommend pack-a-punching at least your bullet weapon, your primary weapon, to pack-a-punch level 2, because that is what you're going to be using to fight the manglers and the abominations. The jet gun is just not very useful against those enemies, and you're going to use the jet gun against the regular zombies and the vermin that spawn. So if you're antsy to get in there and do this on as low round as possible, that is the minimum I would recommend you do from this point forward to start your boss fight. But I am going to do a little bit more just because you don't want to have your boss fight go like it went for me earlier. I thought I was going down and dying like 7 different times. It was very scary. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack a punch. Here's a little tip for you guys too, if you didn't know. Every time you pack a punch in this game, it refills your ammo. So I know in Black Ops 4, like when you repacked to get weapon effects and increase your damage, it would not refill your ammo. In this game, it does. So no ammo, full ammo. Boom. Now I'm also gonna go probably at least 2 more rounds because we're gonna have another bug round here soon, so that I have enough points to get stamina up and speed cola. Those are going to be important. And I would ideally recommend getting a 3-plate armor vest as well too. So even though it's round 16 and you're technically ready for the boss fight, I would seriously highly encourage you guys, take the time, do the prep now. You've already done the hard stuff, right? You already did the Easter egg. You're ready for the boss fight. Take the time that you deserve to make sure that you get this thing done on the first try. The worst thing of any Easter egg is getting to the boss and having to do all of it all over again. That happened to me a couple different times. Garage Crovey in Black Ops 3 was the worst one. I had to do that boss fight 3 times before I finally beat Nikolai. Woo! Was that a pain in my butt? Another thing to note is you are going to be in the church, and the pack-a-punch machine will also be inside, and you'll get a fair amount of points from all the zombies that you kill. So you can always get your second pack-a-punch on the jet gun inside the boss fight. Again, abuse the mechanic where it refills your ammo. Do a big blast with which here I'll show you what that looks like. Do a big blast, right, and then immediately repack-a-punch your jet gun, and you'll have full ammo again. That's a nice little trick I used to beat the boss earlier. Also, completing the Easter egg in Black Ops 6 does not end your match. You will have the option to either exit and look at your after action report or continue playing. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll go ahead and spoil it. You get all the perks on the map and a bunch of other awesome rewards, including a ray gun and pack-a-punch crystals and awesome legendary weapons and all sorts of stuff for completing this Easter egg. So if you are going to be going for a high round attempt on Liberty Falls, it is definitely worth doing the Easter egg because you'll just be set up to go as long as you like. So that's what I would recommend. I'm gonna go ahead and buy stamina up here.
Feels like my blood's being swapped with jet fuel.
If we can get 400 more salvage, I'll go ahead and increase the rarity on our LMG as well. Like I said, you want as much damage as you can.
Too much going on up there anyway.
But feel free to skip ahead to the boss fight, the next section of this video, if you guys just want to get in there. I'm not going to grab that nuke. We want as many points as possible.
You see that, Pat?
Don't want to keep you guys here all day long.
Give it a go.
But this is a pretty fun Easter egg. Now, it's crazy that an hour after the Easter eggs went live, Noah J and his crew solved it in under an hour. Ooh, monkey bombs. That's huge. That's going to be really useful in the boss fight. I will say, like, you could also craft Casimir devices, monkey bombs, score shrieks, anything to help you stay alive in this boss fight is another option for your salvage as well. Ether Shroud is going to be clutch. If you're going to go down, Ether Shroud can save your life, but also on top of that, I'm going to be using Ether Shroud to give me damage windows against the HVTs. You guys will see what I mean by that here very soon. All right, we still need a little bit more salvage. Do we have one more that I missed anywhere back here, maybe? We do not. Okay, let's go one more round. One more round, and then it's boss fight time. We totally did have one more salvage. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. I want to get Speed Cola at the very least. I'm not a big fan of Melee Macchiato, and again, without the Wonder Fizz machine, you're not going to be able to get any of the other perks. I guess you could get Flopper. Could be good if you get the ray gun. I will say ray gun pack-a-punch level 2 would make this boss fight super easy. Even though you can't really, like, I mean, you're going to be fighting manglers and abominations. It still does so much damage that it is well worth it if you can get it out of the mystery box. I can confirm for you guys right now, you can have both wonder weapons on this map at the same time. I did it earlier, and I felt absolutely unstoppable when I had it, so worth checking it out if you have a lot of extra points in this situation like I do, and you want to spend the time to, you know, get the ray gun out of the mystery box. Get the ray gun out of the mystery box, you know? No judgment. Listen, beat this Easter egg however you need to, okay? Especially if you're doing it solo, man. I mean, come on. Grab up all this salvage. I don't know if there's anything I want to make in particular. We already got the monkey bomb, which is going to be huge. If you do happen to go down during the boss fight, unfortunately, you will not be able to buy any extra perks or, you know, craft anything, but that's okay because you're not going to go down. You guys are gonna ace it, I promise. All right. In this instance, I am actually completely out of ammo. So the first thing I'm going to do is restock on ammo. Then we're going to go ahead and I might as well apply a weapon mod. I think weapon mod for this fight, I would recommend whichever one you think will do the most damage. I'm going to do napalm. If you have augments for some of the other ones, then use whatever you think is your strongest one. We'll be able to pack a punch our jet gun pretty early into the boss fight. And last thing I want to go grab is Speed Cola really quick, which is down this street. And the last thing that we have to do is go grab our canister back in the spawn area.
one's gotta be popular with the uni kids.
Let's see, that wasn't so bad. Literally 3 rounds of prep has made me feel so much more comfortable and ready for this boss fight. You guys have no idea what you're in store for, but here we go. We're gonna grab this canister now. Remember, we only have a minute and a half to get this back to the church. So follow the route that I'm taking here and you will make it every single time. Again, for your sake, please do this at the end of the round so you don't have a bunch of zombies and vermin jumping all over you. But if you do, just pull out your trusted eye and you guys will be okay. You can see we've almost made it to the church here in the first 30 seconds. So don't dilly-dally too long. But now it's time for the boss fight. Oh man, I'm nervous. Admittedly, I know I'm creating a guide for you guys, but I'm still nervous. This fight is not easy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and insert our canister. Did I drop the canister somewhere? Uh-oh. I dropped the canister. Oh man, okay, whatever you do, don't swap weapons or sprint or I don't know. Do what you gotta do, but make sure you bring the canister into the room. Rookie mistake, sorry about that. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Now, I'm pretty sure you just have to interact with the machine. There might be some dialogue that plays. There we go. And this is where things are gonna go crazy. So, this first round, you're just gonna have regular zombies and maybe some regular manglers. And can we take a second to just appreciate these music for this boss fight, dude? It's so good.
That's right. Kill those ugly bastards.
All right. Here we go. I will issue a spoiler warning if you don't want to have this spoiled for you. I don't know why you're watching this video, but we are about to learn the ending of Liberty Falls map, so tune out now if you don't want that spoiled for you. Okay, for this first phase, I don't recommend using your Ether Shroud. You want to save that for phase 2. But we'll go ahead and kill zombies, and when you notice that the souls are not being sucked up anymore, like is currently happening, well actually in this first phase it's gonna you gotta kill all the zombies. Okay. You pretty much just want to train around in a circle like this, like I'm doing, and when you get opportunities, turn around and shoot the manglers because they are super annoying. But a lot of these zombies are sprinters, and it can be a real problem. It can be an absolute real issue. Okay, obviously use your Ether Shroud if you have to. I just realized I never bought a 4-plate vest, and now I'm scared. If you get into a corner like this, pull out that jet gun. All right, our manglers are down. We're through the worst of it, believe it or not. Kill the rest of these zombies. You're gonna get a short reprieve before the next wave. And here is max armor. Oh boy, thank you for my 1 plate. All right, now we're on to phase 2. This is where it starts to get real, okay? I am going to wait till we see the HVT, and then I'm going to throw a monkey bomb.
It's working. The simultaneous dimensional gateway's taking shape.
Remember, you gotta kill zombies to fill up this orb above the machine. Eventually, you're gonna fill it up, and you just have to kill the HVT to move on. All right, HVT is in here. Okay, monkey bomb is out. HVT is not gonna look at it. We're gonna use this opportunity to break his helmet, hopefully. Okay, just be careful. You know, you just gotta be careful. You gotta prioritize your life here. Suck up all the zombies, turn around, damage on the HVT. All right, his helmet's down. He's gonna start taking a lot more damage. If you get overwhelmed, Ether Shroud. Utilize that Omni movement, baby. Dive, duck, dip, dodge, and dive. Okay, he is gonna shoot you a lot, by the way. And when you get too close to him, he will charge at you as well, which you don't want. Okay, kill the ads, turn around, deal damage. It's a little bit hard to keep track of who I'm shooting, I'm gonna be honest. Now we're gonna do that trick I told you guys about, okay? We're gonna do that trick. We're gonna hold down the right click, do our big blast, and double pack our jet gun. Turn around, deal damage. Oh yeah. Oh no! Okay, sorry, we're good. We're good. All right, I had to use my ether shroud. I panicked a little bit there. Got greedy to get the boss kill. But we're okay. All right, max ammo. Yoink! Decoy grenade, huge. All right, we're on to the third and final phase. Lock it in. You guys are almost there, okay? Just train them around. When you feel comfortable, pull out the jet gun. Jet gun them up. Make sure you're throwing armor plates in now and then, okay? Don't be like me. Make sure you get a 3-plate vest. We would actually be chilling if we had a 3-plate armor vest right now. Okay, we're gonna have an abomination spawn in any second. There's a mangler from the top ropes, apparently. That's new. You can ignore the manglers on this. Normally, I would advise killing them. If they're messing with you too hard, you can definitely kill them if you want. We've got our big boy in. Throw that decoy grenade. Whee! Sorry for the noises. Oh no. Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's not great. Wiggle your way through it, okay? When life gets tough, wiggle your way out of it. Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is all perfectly normal for this boss fight in solo, I can assure you. If you're not making these noises, I would be more concerned. And you're basically looking for a few different damage phases on the abomination. When he's shooting his lasers is a really good time. When he's roaring into the sky defiantly, that's another good time. When he's charging at you and his mouth is open, definitely. Let's see if I can kill some of these manglers. You just got to be careful because when you're focusing the manglers, the sprinter zombies are going to get at you. And you don't have to kill them. As long as you kill the abomination, you're good. Okay, throw my last armor plate in. Focus damage on him. His mouth is open. Zip, zob. Move it around. Dodge, duck, weave. We're almost there, guys. If you need to hide out next to the stage when he's doing the lightning attack, definitely recommend that. Oh, man. Okay, now we hide. Now we hide. If your HP is ever low, oh, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. We're alive! How? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That was really close. Oh, we went into Dying Wish. Okay, okay. So our augment saved us. Not all of you are gonna be as lucky as me and have that augment, but you know what? I did my homework. I did my preparation, okay? I don't want to get any flack online for that. It's these dang manglers, bro. Okay, that attack is probably your best window to deal damage when he sits there and roars at the sky. Okay, the mangler's almost dead. Oh my gosh, bro. What is happening? This boss fight is absolutely so difficult. It's not Garad Crovey hard. Now that the manglers are gone, we should be chilling. So maybe ignore my advice and kill the manglers earlier. Okay. It is significantly easier without being shot around by the manglers. Just when you have the sprinter zombies, it's so hard to focus your target on anything in this fight. There we go. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. He's dead. We've done it. Okay. Make sure you're good. We get knocked here. That's all part of the plan. Don't you worry. It is scripted. You can relax. And spoiler warning for anybody else who doesn't want to watch the cutscene. But for those of you who just earned this, relax and enjoy, man. Congratulations. You just completed the Easter egg and set free this POS who betrays us. I don't even want to talk about it, chat. It disgusts me. I hate this. Absolute degenerate behavior by Panos.
Thank you, my friends, for volunteering to take my place here. Or, in your parlance, thank you for being voluntold. Now, if you will excuse me.
In all honesty, guys, the implications of this Easter egg are super cool. Us being trapped inside of the dark ether really makes me wonder where we're going with the next map, which is going to be releasing before the end of the year. You'll now be presented with your option of exit or to continue playing. I'm going to show you guys the kinds of rewards you get if you do decide to continue on. But all the hard work is over, baby. Congratulations. You have done it. Wow, we got a flawless crystal this time. Okay, so here's the ray gun. I'm gonna grab the ray gun and take the flawless crystal. Boom. Instantly max pack-a-punched ray gun. You can use this for the rest of the run. Get to high rounds. Super easy peasy. You also have legendary weapons if bullets are more your thing. But I'm a double wonder weapon kind of man in all honesty. And now I'm probably just gonna go and exfil at round 21 to get my bonus XP. So GG's. Again, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know any feedback you guys have in the comments down below. Did you like the full start to finish playthrough? Do you want more concise guides? Let me know. But until next time, you guys have been wonderful. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.